Hello and welcome to this very quick review of two questions in the basics test for Agile. We have a couple of questions we'll look at today. The first one is question 10. Now, this is a very straightforward question. It may seem like it's looking for more, but it's really what you see is what you get. Which of the following Agile Manifesto which of the following values of the Agile Manifesto prioritizes the delivery of working software over other aspects of the development process? So first of all, ask yourself, do I know which value this is? Which value is this? It's working software over comprehensive documentation, right? Do you remember that one? Well, if you don't remember, I want to call your attention to the Agile Manifesto. So check out in your notes or go on down to the website, which is agilemanifesto.org. If you go to agilemanifesto.org, and let's do that right now, those are the values. You have 4 values. So the value in question is not that one. That one doesn't talk about working software. It's this one. And it just says working software, that's the value, over comprehensive documentation. So going back to our list of questions, the answer is obviously working software. It has to be working software. It's not process improvement. That's not a value. It's not comprehensive documentation because it's working software over this. So that's not a value. And it's not customer collaboration because that's a different value. Okay, so if you go back to the values, it's not customer collaboration because that's different. So this is straight up just trying to find out, do you know the values? Are you able to identify them, even when it may seem very obvious and redundant? So this is looking for working software. So the answer is A. All right. So that's the first one that I got a question on. The second one that I got a question on is number 21. So let's go to question 21. Question 21 reads, a team is struggling with balancing the need for speed and the need for quality. Which of the following should they prioritize? Now, this is one of those left field questions because the options are nebulous. And you can expect such manner of questions on the exam where the options seem not to rhyme with the question. So it's just saying which of the following, just forget all of this because this can throw you off if you think of it too much. When you get into a question that's throwing you off, just cancel the noise, even though it's not a bad statement, but it's noise. So just go for which of the following should you prioritize? Right off the bat, without seeing the previous statement, some of these things you should not prioritize. So let's use the process of elimination. Is responding to change good? Yes. So let's leave that alone. Is strict adherence to a schedule good? In the world of Agile, strict adherence to a schedule? Because it says you're trying to balance the need for speed and the need for quality. So are you going to strictly adhere to schedule and sacrifice quality? No, this is not a very good option for us. Let's take a look at C. Which of the following should you prioritize? Now remember, this is an Agile quiz. You have predetermined outcomes. In other words, you are here and you're planning on getting to the mountaintop. But there are many possibilities along the way that you may run into. Do you want to negate those good possibilities and be so hyper-focused on this that all of these opportunities go to naught? And the answer is no, not in the world of Agile. In the world of Agile, it's all about optimization, maximization, and pivoting. So if you're so hyper-focused on predetermined goals, you could miss out on a lot of Agile options, a lot of value delivery options, a lot of quality improvement options. So predetermined outcomes in the world of Agile are not as popular not as popular as in the world of traditional. While we have some outcomes we desire, we at the same time want to leave enough room for discovery along the way. Okay? So C is not bad, but in an Agile lens, it is not the preferred one. So it will not be this, and it will not be this. Okay? Then we have personal goals. Personal goals. Think about that. Do you prioritize your personal goals? No. So let's get rid of this. We don't prioritize personal goals. So what should you prioritize in an agile environment? You should prioritize the responding to change over following a plan. Following a plan. And there's nothing wrong in having an idea of quality. But when all is said and done, you need to think in a more agile, dynamic way. And that's why the answer for number 21, it may seem like it doesn't have anything to do with the question, but this question is really digging to see if you understand agile thinking, because the other options that we were given are not that great. And that's really it. That's the logic behind the answer that was given. Okay? You gotta think about responding to change over following a plan. So when you go to the answers, it says responding to change, because this is based on the Agile Manifesto, responding to change over following a plan. Agile teams prioritize being flexible and adapting to changes in requirements. Could be quality requirements, could be schedule requirements, rather than rigidly adhering to a predetermined plan. So as an agilist, you need to be able to go through options and say, that's agile, that's not, that's not, and that is selfish and self-centered. So the best answer is this, even though you had this. This is saying a team is struggling with balancing the need for a plan, right, over something else. And that's not how it's worded, but that's really what it's saying. The need for speed and the need for quality. So it's talking more about a solid plan. It's struggling with the plan. And honestly, to balance things up, you're always better off responding to change. Which change do we need to respond to right now? Okay. I hope this helps because it's a little bit less rigid than the predictive way of thinking, where the answer is going to be a little bit more prescriptive. This is going to challenge your thought process. I hope this helps. Take care. Talk to you soon.